Mark English, third national indoor title, and proved to be a pretty good race in the end.
Yeah, competitive race. Niall Tuohy, Declan Murray were in that race, and both lads ran excellent races. Niall had good tactics there. He went with 300 metres I think left in the race, and Declan's obviously in stellar shape and trained with him for 3 weeks out in South Africa, and he's fit at the minute. So to come out and beat the two of them and to feel good over that last 200, it's a good indication for me personally going out to the Europeans in Prague.
Yeah, and you secured your qualification the day before in Birmingham, 1:47.17. How are the legs feeling, and happy enough with Birmingham as well?
Yeah, listen, I just needed to get one race out of the system, I think, and that was obviously yesterday. And to come out here again today and to run a pretty quick last 400, I think the last 400 was 53 seconds, it indicates that I'm able to put a race back to back, and hopefully I can kind of simulate that whenever I get out to the Europeans, because that's going to be the real big challenge. Like, there's guys that can run quick all day, but whenever it comes to championships they can't run 2 to 3 races back to back. So I think I'm obviously very well kind of practiced in that area over the last 1 or 2 years now, and proved myself to the Europeans last year, and hopefully now I can do it again this year. Yeah,
so it's about proving yourself. What do you think you need to do just in the final couple of weeks leading into Prague just to get yourself race ready for the championships?
Yeah, I suppose I'll just do what I've always done really, and just make sure that number one, the speed endurance is there. That's the most important factor. Then obviously I am fit, I'm fitter than I've ever been, and thirdly I just need to make sure that speed is there. And you saw as well for the fourth component there was that acceleration today. I was able to pass everybody else. So I think I just need to work on those 4 things over this week and make sure that everyone is in tip-top shape. And then last week's just really about tapering and taking it easy. You can't overdo it. You're not going to gain anything that last week. So that's the preparation for the next 2 weeks, hopefully. So yeah, I'm really excited.
Yeah, just in terms of perfecting your racecraft, obviously you're getting it pretty much down to a T outdoors. You've just done a couple of races so far this indoor season. What are the kind of the tweaks, and what are you learning in terms of probably slight adjustments running indoors, certainly compared to outdoors?
Yeah, it's a completely different discipline running indoors. Like I don't know, it's more important to sacrifice probably running a certain time just in order to get into a better place, because it's so hard to pass on an indoor track. Like, preferably you'd probably want to run your first 200 always in about 25 high or 26 on an outdoor track, and you probably won't want to run much quicker on an indoor track. But if it means getting into a better place, sometimes it's nearly better to do that, because that arc on the track is so much harder to pass on an indoor track than it is on an outdoor one. So that's probably the main thing. Other than that, you got to get used to it, and it'll become instinct to you. It's a hard one really to try to explain, but they're probably the main things really, to be honest with you.